Most of us don't give energy a second thought as we go about our day. From using our smartphones to making our dinner, we barely notice how much it affects our lives. But imagine relying on kerosene lamps for light, or drawing water from a well every day. Imagine life without a refrigerator, or a washing machine, or a television. This is the reality for over 40% of the world's population. 1.3 billion people do not have access to modern electricity. And almost 3 billion people rely solely on solid fuels for cooking and heating. Access to efficient and affordable energy will be a central component in eliminating poverty. However, the way we currently generate energy through burning fossil fuels is responsible for over 60% of greenhouse gas emissions. We must fundamentally rethink the way we power our societies to avoid the worst effects of climate change and achieve sustainable development for all. Over the last decade, Humana partners have been working to address aspects of energy access in the communities where they work, which are often in hard-to-reach rural areas. With support from the European Union, Humana member ADPP Guinea-Bissau worked with 24 rural villages in the Oyo region to equip community facilities with renewable energy services. The project installed standalone solar power systems for lighting and AC appliances in 24 community centres, 11 schools, 7 health centres and 9 mosques. It also established 36 solar-powered water pump systems and 7 community processing centres. Approximately 14,000 people across 24 villages now have light in schools, mosques and health centres. They have access to information and entertainment services through their community centres.
A comunidade estava mesmo a sofrer muito, mas agora já tem água, os adultos têm já tem escola de alfabetização, tem escola pré-escolares, eles podem assistir filme, jogos, diferentes coisas, e pode ter reunião qualquer hora nos centros comunitários, ter luz.
Water for household consumption and irrigation is easily available. And post-harvest losses can be minimized through processing services, meaning that produce can be used for much longer. Over the last 5 years, Humana People to People India has been working to increase uptake of biogas for heating and cooking in the Dausa district of Rajasthan. Over 400 families in 100 villages have constructed biogas plants for household use, with many benefits for families.
इसलिए हमने बायोगैस का प्लांट बनवाया और इससे अच्छी सुविधा होगी, इससे धुआं नहीं उठेगी और इससे आराम से खाना बना सकते हैं.
Women in the project report saving over 3 hours a day because they no longer need to collect firewood or make dung cakes, and because cooking is now quicker. Many women have also reported a reduction in eye and throat problems, which could have been caused by high exposure to smoke from burning wood and dung cakes. The byproduct of biogas, slurry, is also being used as an alternative to fertilizers, further reducing costs for families.
और इसमें खरपतवार की भी मात्रा नष्ट होती है और रूढ़ी वाले खाद से दीमक का प्रकोप ज़्यादा होता है.
From 2011 to 2014, Humana member ADPP Mozambique managed an EU-funded project to establish 40 solar-powered charging stations that rent solar lanterns to local communities. Project staff trained 40 men and women to manage the charging stations and another 200 community members in entrepreneurship to build demand for lanterns. The cost to rent lanterns is just a fraction of the cost of kerosene, the most commonly used alternative for lighting.
A diferença entre chaminé e a lanterna, a chaminé está a sair fumo e também isso prejudica a saúde. Então, se você começa a utilizar aquelas lanternas, já não tem problema porque não tem fumo.
And communities have largely embraced the initiative. Families also report that their children are able to read and study in the evenings. And people no longer have to travel to the nearest city just to charge their phones. Street and market vendors are now able to sell their goods after dark, providing the opportunity to increase their income.
Mwana ka phanja kumalele ni saminiya na mwana ka saminiya matatani mo mkhunyo wachaka nyato ye puhi loka ko nu khacha tize ditapa bono wa wale opuhono hanchi se huani wo puana ka baphumalela ka wa mare hipolu ye matatani mwe khachi nu khacha phukhala ka limpu.
Humana's work with communities to increase access to renewable and affordable sources of energy has significant and positive impacts on aspects of families' productivity, income and health. It is also playing a role in enhancing gender equity as well as access to education. The particular needs and constraints of hard-to-reach communities present both challenges and opportunities for developing new models of energy production and distribution. And communities are taking the lead where investment and human capacity obstacles can be overcome. But governments, companies and civil society must come together to find solutions for all members of all communities. Expanding access to affordable, reliable and sustainable energy to all is achievable, and Humana members are playing their part to bring energy access to the hardest to reach areas.